Hi folks, China Guitar Skeptic back with another video I'm going to do for you today. A little new guitar project, a quick update on the New Jersey customs situation, and finally got round to doing what I promised in the New Year's video, which is to play Maggie 1 year on. Hi folks, thanks again for coming back. Thanks for your continued support and subscriptions. Today I thought I ought to do it, ought to get round to it. I did promise on the New Year's video that I would play these guitars a year on from when I got them. Now Maggie was the first one I got from China, and she arrived on the 14th of April, so nearly a month after I promised to do it. I was going to try and do them on the day, but hey, got round to it eventually. And what people actually wanted to see, or hear I should say, is the guitar going straight through the amp, because I did a lot of the demos after I did the pickup swap outs on the Boss GT100. And people were saying, oh, it's far too processed and anything can sound good on that. So what I've done today is I've set it up through the Carlsbro GLX85 that I also use quite a bit. And I've just thought I'd give you a bit of a demo because I picked her up out of the box today, having not played her for a while. Well, I haven't. Oh, hello. Maybe a slightly bit of work to look at on that switch there, because that sounds like, or on the socket I should say. But I haven't played for a while because I left my band on New Year's Eve, and so I haven't been playing much recently. Not any regrets on that front, I have to say. They're a great bunch of guys, my band. In fact, there was a video back early last year where I come clean about these being fakes. And yeah, they were a great bunch of guys, but really not realising their potential, and it was frustrating me. They were all whinging about each other, and I stuck up for one of them, and ended up just saying to them on New Year's Eve, look folks, if we're not going to stop and get this right and spend a bit more time polishing our act, then I haven't got time for it. And to be fair, it's the most obvious thing that I could have ever said, because since then work has been absolutely manic. This channel has taken off like crazy, so all of my spare time is spent on this at the moment. I've been out and auditioned for 3 other bands, and I got places in all of them. The most interesting one was touring the UK with a 50s and 60s Three Eyes Cafe type tribute band, which would have been awesome because they'd have been playing theatres and the stuff like that, but I just didn't have the time to commit to it, to be perfectly honest. So I've had to say to all of them, look, I'm really sorry, but isn't going to happen at the moment. I will get back into a band, but I'm waiting for my good friend and drummer from the Originals band I was with, best drummer I've ever played with. Sadly, his mum passed away and he hasn't felt like playing since. But he's awesome, and when he gets back and wants to play again, yeah, I shall be out and gigging and doing all that stuff again. But for the time being, I've just been playing up here in the studio, so yes, and enjoying it, of course, and making videos for you. And so it's been busy. It's been a busy 2014 so far. Anyway, let's get on with what you want to hear, which is this Maggie, the very first PRS bought from AliExpress back in March of 2013, arrived on the 14th of April. I swapped out the pickups, I adjusted the truss rod, I recut the nut, I adjusted the saddles, the intonation and the setup of the bridge. I ripped out all of the electronics, replaced the pots and capacitors, all of the wiring, and I was quite pleased. She's been gigging, levelled the frets, and yeah, I've been been really pleased with her after the setup. But let's see what you think. This is on the bridge pickup. Just a... Yeah, other than my playing being a bit rusty, I think you can see that she sounds lovely. A year on, she hasn't fallen apart. Both pickups together. Let's have a quick listen to that. Yeah, again, other than my rusty playing, she's got quite a nice little tone, I think. And this is on the neck, the bridge. Yes, on the neck pickup. So there, yeah, have it. That's all the clean sounds. I'll give you a little bit of a demonstration, although the crunch never quite comes out the Carlsbro as I like it. But let's have a little listen. Oh, bit of noise, as you can hear. Nothing to do with the Dark Stars, the Entwistle Dark Stars I put in it. They're a fabulous pickup, but... middle position. The neck. Oh dear. Definitely rusty at the moment. Oh man. I'm really not able to play at the minute. It's been, I've been noodling about fixing these things up, doing loads and loads on the computer, and my fingers have gone to mush. Wow. I got to get out and play. But as you can hear, really nice tone and sound still to this guitar after a year. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it after all of the work. And that's the thing I keep on saying and harking back to for all of you, is that yes, if you're going to buy them, number one, don't put the fake headstock on. Yes, and I'm not being hypocritical there. I have got 7 guitars from China, and out of them 6 have got the original headstock on. The only reason I bought any after this one was because there was an interest. I'm still very against infringing trademarks of the major brands. So I have started to build MILTON guitars now, and also one of the guitars I got from China had my logo on the headstock, and anything else that I buy from China will not be trademark infringing. So yeah, it might have seemed a little bit hypocritical, but I was buying them to demo them for you, and I was enjoying that, and it was fun. However, brings me quite cleanly on to the Customs New Jersey issue, and the $185 million haul of guitars. Yes, everybody's having a good laugh at that. $1 million if they were real and if they were the custom top end guitars. But yeah, who's going to be able to sell them, and who should be able to sell them anyway? They all need to be. I personally don't think they need to be destroyed. I think they ought to scrape the logo off the headstock and paint it over black or something like that, and give them to kids that can't afford guitars and encourage, the arts. But anyway, I've had a few emails and bits and pieces on that New Jersey situation, and I've had a couple of emails from people saying they're postal workers and that they see anything between 400 a week and 300 of these yellow boxes coming through the New Jersey sorting office each day. If you check out production numbers of the Gibson's, PRS and Martin factories, they're in the tens of thousands a year. If there were 300 of these guitars coming through New Jersey alone every day, they would be outselling the original manufacturers by at least 2, or a greater factor than that, to 1. And I can't honestly see that happening, even with a kickback or some sort of organised thing that the government was collusive in. Not saying that, just suggesting it. Even then, I can't see that happening. Can you, folks? Not really, no. Anyway, I'm looking for any more information. If anybody has anything on this that they can share with me, that I can share with you, fantastic, let me know. But I think it's the 185 that was seized is probably over a period of time that they've sort of had a check on a few from time to time as they've come through, and they've found some fakes, so they've confiscated them and set them aside. And then there's been some political agenda, I'm sure, for releasing this £1 million haul story all at once. So yeah, let me know if you hear any more about that. And finally today, I did start a new project. No, I haven't touched Greenie Moore, and I know I've got to get on with Greenie Moore, and why I should bring in another project when I've still got that to do, I really don't know. Other than the fact that the customs thing made me start thinking about my encouraging you folks to get your names and stuff on the Headstock. Well, there is another alternative to that, of course, and that is to buy secondhand cheap, or to buy yourself a parts guitar and build it up yourself. And playing the Fender Strats that I did exactly that with about 10 years, no longer than that ago, I got the itch again, and I thought, well, I could show you. So what I've done is I've been out and I have been on eBay and I've bought some bits to start a new little project. What we got here is a really crappy, I'm going to suggest basswood due to the lightweight of it, Strat type style body. No idea what it's come off, because I just hold these bits in, they're the trim bits. No idea what it's come off, but if anybody can tell me from looking at it, then fantastic. This great big body route through here. Anyway, it could be a tone wood, folks. I'm not going into that whole debate, but let's just say whenever I've done a project guitar, I've not worried about what wood it's made out of. But what I'm intending to do with this knackered old thing is to strip it right back, sand it down, respray it, get it looking really nice. I've got a Wilkinson push-in trem with the 2 knife edge pivot posts to go in this. And I've got some relatively cheap locking tuners. There we go. Again from eBay, and these are going to go on this baby. And I've got a neck on the way, standard generic Strat type neck, which is my one concession to the Far East and China. The neck is coming from Hong Kong, so no idea when it's going to be here. I've also ordered, actually tell a lie, 2 things from Hong Kong. I've ordered the scratch plate, pick guard if you like, fully loaded, because it was cheaper to buy the fully loaded pick guard from Hong Kong than it was to buy a pick guard in the UK or on eBay locally. So I'm waiting for the last 2 bits to come through. I haven't bought the jack socket plate yet, but I'm not even sure that will end up staying there. I may put the jack plug at the side of the guitar. We'll wait and see. Just a bit of fun really, just to show what can be done with a little bit of time, effort and work, and I'm just looking forward to another little project guitar to build. So suggestions for colour or design to go on this? I've seen some pretty cool stickers that can go right the way over and create a completely custom graphic guitar. I don't know whether that would be of interest, but just as a little project, we'll see how it goes over some of the next coming videos, and I will get around to doing Greenie Moore as well. I promise, folks, I promise. It's been too long, and I know that I have promised so many times to do it. I will do the shielding of Greenie Moore and get her up and running so that you can hear her. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this slightly longer than usual video, and take care, and until I speak to you again, wishing you lots of great rocking.